The North Coast 500, or NC500, is often called Scotland's answer to Route 66, a stunning 500-mile loop that winds its way around the rugged Northern Highlands. It's a road trip filled with dramatic coastlines, winding single-track roads, historic castles, white sandy beaches, and mountains that feel like they belong in another world. I decided to take on the NC500 solo. 5 days, just me in my 1994 T4 Edna and the open road. Along the way I explored some of the route's most iconic spots, stumbled across some hidden gems, and pushed myself to make the most out of this adventure solo. This is my NC500 journey. I'm all packed up, ready to go. I think I've got everything I need. It's about 6 hours to get to where I'm stopping first, with probably a couple of stop-offs on the way. So yeah, let's get started. I made it at my first stop off this evening. It's only £12 a night and it includes electric as well. So it's a really good spot. It is right by the motorway, but I know it will get quieter later, and when I'm in the van you can barely hear it. It also has a pub on site, so I will definitely share the details tomorrow because I think it's worth people who are wanting to travel from south up to Scotland a good stopover. But yeah, I'm going to sort out the bed, sort out the van, and then I might pop into the pub for some food or a drink, just to sort of chill. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, where I'm in Scotland now, but I'm looking forward to getting like right into Scotland, and I'll share more with you tomorrow. Very cold start this morning, but I'm all packed up, ready to go. I've got another 4 hours till I get to my next stop, which is just above Inverness, so I would have officially started the NC500 as of later this afternoon, but I'm going to be doing a couple of stop-offs along the way. I'm really excited for today because we're getting deeper into Scotland, so yeah, let's get started. So I've made it to Inverness and I've just popped into the one and only Primark to get some essentials, and now I need to go find Home Bargains to pick up a heater. My second stop, which is just above Inverness, and yeah, I'm just walking to a point here which you can potentially see dolphins, but I'm not sure whether I will be able to today, but it feels like it's been a really long day, and I'm glad I've got another campsite tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to take it a little bit more easier, like less driving, which is really good, and more sightseeing, which basically is what it's all about. So yeah, let's see if we can find some dolphins. I had such a good night's sleep last night. I slept, I think, from around 9:30 to 5:30 this morning, but I woke up really refreshed, ready for to officially start the NC500, I'd say. I haven't really seen anything or stopped and seen anything. I've got a few things on the list today, so looking forward to getting started. But my view at this campsite is incredible. Just look at this. Also, I did book yesterday, so no, sorry, I booked the day before. So I don't think it's like, depending on what time of season you're coming, I don't think it's necessary to book everywhere that you want to go, but maybe call in advance like the day before just to make sure. But I do, on reflection, think it might have taken some of that brain power out and anxiety out of my mind if I had already pre-booked. So I would definitely recommend, if you're anything like me, that is anxious, wanting safety, needing a toilet really. I do have a porta potty, but I don't really want to use it. But yeah, day 3 officially starts today. So I've made it to my first stop off, which is Rogie Falls, and it's a nice hour, I think it's an hour walk around, but it's just off route slightly, but it was only half an hour away from Fortrose Bay campsite, so I thought it was a definite must to come and visit. Loving at this time of year are the autumn colours. Autumn's definitely my favourite season, so yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm a touch out of breath, but definitely would recommend. So I've arrived at my second stop of the day. I already feel like I've done like quite a bit. But I've heard that Cocoa Mountain is a really great cafe for the best hot chocolate. So I'm in Donnock, which I think that's how you pronounce it, not Dornock, but I'm not too sure, I'm probably butchering it. So let's go and get a hot chocolate. I did also spy a charity shop, and I'm a sucker for a charity shop, so I might go and have a look in those. Just outside Golspie on the NC500 is Dunrobin Castle, a fairy tale style stately home that looks more like a French chateau than a Highland stronghold. Parts of it date back to the 1400s, but most of what you see today was redesigned in the 1800s by the same architect behind the Houses of Parliament. Tickets cost around £15.50 for adults, with concessions and family passes are also available. Entry gets you into the castle, the gardens, the museum, and there is even a falconry display, which I unfortunately missed, but is definitely worth sticking around for. Wow, and the sun's come out, so. My next stop, which is Brora Beach, and I don't know whether because obviously like the weather's really nice today, but it's lovely, it's really nice, and it's like sandy beaches, so happy about this. Further up the east coast, you'll find Walligo Steps. Over 300 stone steps cut into the cliffside, leading down to a tiny natural harbour once used by fisherwomen hauling baskets of herring. It's a steep climb back up, but the views of the cliffs and the sea are incredible. Just a heads up though, the car park at the top is pretty small, so it's worth getting here early or being patient if it's busy. This is so cool, Walligo Steps. A bit slippy coming down, but the view is insane. I have made it to my next campsite, so John O'Groat, and it's insane. Look at this view whilst I'm cooking. And feel very lucky with the weather because I don't know whether you can see, but the sunset behind me is insane. I've been up for an hour or so and it's just been, yeah, amazing. It's really, really quiet at the moment. I've just got a couple of pictures at the John O'Groat sign and I'm about to head officially west now. So I'll be heading up to and across to Dunnes. And I've got a couple of exciting things planned along the way. So yeah, I hopefully will be sharing more of them with you when I get back from the holiday. But honestly, if you're thinking of a NC500 trip, then this is your sign to book it. Just look at this. I'm about to do something that scares the hell out of me, but if I'm channeling my inner Jazz, you know who you are, then she would be like, go for it. So I'm going to do a zip line across a beach, a really nice beach actually. So yeah, let's see how this goes.
To be fair, you're totally fine because that limit is only on one to take your feet off. Ready? Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
So I was up very early this morning because I wanted to make sure I caught this early sunrise, although I keep saying sunset, so sorry about that. But yeah, it's insane. This is Sango Sands camping spot, which I was really fortunate to be able to get into yesterday. If it's fully booked, they do take in, I think, 50 campers on the day. It's like first come, first serve. But yeah, I had a really, really nice sleep. I feel like I'm sleeping so much better now. I've got the heater as well, which is really good. But it is true when they say early bird catches the worm, because look at this. About a 7-minute drive from that Sango Sands Oasis campsite is this insane beach. White sand, clear blue waters, although it's a bit chilly to go into it today, personally for me anyway. But yeah, you can just see it behind me. Insane. I've had to just stop off because this is what the West Coast is currently offering. It's insane. I'm at the Wailing Widow waterfall. You can see it from the top and from the bottom, but obviously if you are at the top, just be careful. But the views are insane. So yeah, let's go and explore Wailing Widows. I don't know how you pronounce the Scottish version, so I won't even try, but I'll insert it in the caption here. Good morning from Ardmere Point campsite, which is near Ullapool. It's another like beautiful morning, and I'm just watching some seals pop up and down trying to get their morning breakfast, which is really fun to watch. But I'm nearing the end of my NC500 trip. I have done it in 5 days, which I think is probably too little, and it just means that I can come back as many times as I want to. But I'm going to be heading down to Applecross, but I've decided not to do the Black Nabar. I'm a confident driver, but I'm not confident in the T4. Edna's been great, but I just don't want to push her beyond her limits, and I do want to be able to get home. So I'm going to do the coastal route instead, which I believe is just as nice. I am gutted to be missing out on it, but I'll definitely be back. And yeah, this is my morning view. If you're doing the coastal route instead of the Black Nabar like I am into Applecross, then you won't be disappointed with the views, because this is what I'm currently looking at. I've just finished the coastal line to Applecross, and I'm buzzing from it still. It was an insane drive. It helps with the weather, but I still think even if it was raining, it would still be an insane drive, and I'll show you why. But that makes me think that because the Black Nabar is really famous, that must be either equally insane because it's just different landscapes. But yeah, absolutely buzzing off.